Hello, YouTube. I got it right this time. No, I didn't. What? I don't know. We're just going to figure it out later. It'll be fine. All right. So, welcome back to everyone who has been here with me all day. You are troopers for having gone through the whole thing with us, and now you're back again for some more. So tonight, as we enter the second week of Inktoberfest, can you believe it's the second week of Inktoberfest? We're about to enter. So, yeah, as we enter the second week, we're going to be working on alcohol inks. I want to wrap up a couple of things from yesterday. Um, so hopefully this goes right because I've had a few things today go wrong, but it'll be fine. And then we're going to prep a couple of tags and some paper and things. So some of the techniques that we did earlier, I'm kind of going to give them little dashings of it this week. So you'll be able to practice along as well. So let's dive in. All right, let me go to my desktop. I just have to find where my desktop went. There we go. So hopefully you can all see my desktop now. All right, so here I have the tags from yesterday. So remember I told you, you can now use these like resists with your ink. So maybe you want to, I don't know, do like a little tone on tone with some, just some grape. So now you can go in with whatever color you want. You could go in with a spray. You can go in direct to paper. And so anywhere that we had, hey, Mary, anywhere that we had the gel is not going to take any of your ink. But everywhere else, you can even go, this is the one I'm scared of, is doing the black. Because it'll look, oh, this black needs re-inking. This one sat in my car for a week, so I'm sure it dried it out. Oh, it did work. Look at that. So I'm going to grab, I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some re-inker. And really go black. And we hope that it still works. Can you imagine if I wiped this and it didn't? Do you see anywhere that I had my gel resist the ink? And my top tip when you polish this up is to take a little bit of Squid Buster and you see how it like suddenly pops. So when I do these resists, I'll do it with this one too. So I'm going to do the black again just to like go to extremes. And so this is where you want to make sure you've put a good coat of your gel down. Hey, Kathy. So to kind of bring some of that vibrancy back, because it's a really pretty technique to have that and then have the black behind it and have it so bright, is just take the Squid Buster. And I actually use one of the microfiber or the terry towels because it's better, I think. It's grittier or grippier, however you want to put it, than using the kitchen towel. So I just have one and I throw these in the washing machine every now and again. But you see how that polishes that up so it comes back with its vibrancy. So you can do it with any of the gels, and then you just want to polish it up with a spritz of Squid Buster. I added some black in there now, but you can see like it just and it also will bring back the shine. Like you see now the gloss and the pearlescence is back again. So that's my top tip. When you're doing these resists in this way, put the put your black or whatever, you know, if you want whatever contrast you want to do, spritz it with Squid Buster and wipe it, or spritz your cloth if you don't want to add it and affect, like if you've done a beautiful blend and you don't want to affect that blend, then just spritz your cloth and then wipe over it, and you will get all of these beautiful things. And I love like contrast, as you all know. So that wraps up yesterday's, but we had to wait for it to dry. So this week we're going to be starting on alcohol inks, and we did an ink deep dive today, and I showed you how you can take alcohol inks you already have. So these are regular alcohol inks, and you can use them on dark surfaces, and you can make them shimmer like this. And these are your regular alcohol inks. These aren't alcohol ink pearls. These are your regular alcohol inks. So we're going to be playing with all this stuff all week. If you purchased it, I already sent out the replay email and the wrap up. Oh yeah, I got that done too in the break. I don't know what was going on with me, but we got wrap ups, we got house cleaned, we had a shower, changed, got the craft room clean. So I don't know what went on in those 3 hours, but something. So we're going to be kind of covering some of these techniques. We're actually going to have an alcohol ink class, I think, in the near future, because we kind of discussed today that we all love alcohol inks and we all want to do all these things all the time. So we'll make actual projects and things. But to prepare for the week and to prepare some surfaces, we will be using some of our plastic tags, obviously. But I want you to grab out a few tags, and if you have any mediums, grab those too. We're going to use those. I'm going to grab out a paintbrush here. I want something coming away. Does anyone else have paintbrushes you just look at and they're really pretty and really nice, so you never actually use them? Or is that just me? Like I have this one, and I just look at it in my drawer. I never ever use it. It's so pretty. I was a woman on a mission. Yeah, maybe it was the adrenaline, Lola. I think you might be right. He did call me and he really apologized. He's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you would be so upset and take me so seriously. I don't know if I want this. No. All right, you there. So I'm going to grab out, let's see, some alchemy glaze, some liquid glass.
Yeah, she's not a teacher.
Do what?
She's not a teacher. I mean, we should have had.
And this is our new gel. So none of you would have this yet, but this is our new gel. I'm just going to show you as part of the technique. And then I also, I need three of those. And then also, if you have a piece of black cardstock, grab that. So these are my three we're going to do. So I'm going to paint one with alchemy glaze. And if you don't have alchemy glaze or something like that, if you have a Mod Podge, you can use that. If you have some kind of acrylic sealant, you can use that. If you don't have it, we can just use like a synthetic paper. We can use press and seal. We can use saran wrap. Really, any of the acetates off the back of your stamps. So we just want to make some non-porous surfaces. So I just want you to kind of play around with some mediums and make your own if you want to. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about alcohol inks and kind of what's going to be happening and a little bit of like the basics of alcohol inks. I think my liquid glass is near the end of its life. I definitely need a new one. Deborah's got a crafty assistant tonight, I see. And you want to be generous. Like you see, I'm not putting thin coats down. I'm trying not to get brush strokes. And as I say, if you're having issues like this one, for me, has been a little bit brush strokey because of the humidity here. Like, it dries out mediums very quickly. So all I do is if you put a spritz of alcohol in, it would even out some of those brush strokes. So I'm going to put these next to this so I know which is which. And tomorrow I'll write on which is which. And if you want to ink blend or stamp underneath so that you can play around with different techniques, you can do that. But I'm just going to be doing the bases and we'll kind of talk about different options and things like that as well. So this one's gel based, so it's naturally going to level itself out anyway. I was pouring mine all day, so I ended up putting a piece of cardstock and then it stuck to it, but it meant I didn't have any more cleanup. So, and then the last thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick this on top of my gel, or by my gel one, I should say, is I'm going to take a stencil, and you can use any stencil you want. This is the one we released today. And I'm going to put the gel through it on my black cardstock. Just like that. And lift it up. So you see I have my gel just through it. That's all you need to do. So I have Alchemy Glaze on this one. I have liquid glass on this one. I have gel on this one. And I have another one over there with gel on it. But I know none of you have the gel yet, but I'm just going to show you how you can use it. You mentioned a rose gold highlighter. Is that no, it should be in there, Jay. Did I not list it? Let me look. Look. Products. No, I didn't. You're right, I think. Oh, I did. I just didn't make it active. I didn't make it active. And I guess then it's not in the gotta have it all bundle. I don't know if it's in the gotta have it all. But let me make this active. Give me a second. Please hold one moment. Alchemy. And I'm going to put it in that same collection, the Inky Deep Dive collection. There we go. Now it's live, Jay. Okay, so yeah, so we have all of these done and ready. So this week we're going to dive into alcohol inks. So if you've never used alcohol inks before, there's different schools of thought on them, but the different brands definitely need to be handled differently. So if you have Ranger alcohol inks, they're going to behave differently to something like a Pinata alcohol ink. Look at me, I've got glaze all over me again. So you're going to want to use them a little bit differently. So I'm going to, in our first lesson tomorrow on alcohol inks, I'm going to talk about the different brands of alcohol inks and how to use each of them because I don't know, Mary. I didn't check the list. Because different brands behave in different ways. So if we're going to be using things like I'm checking it, Mary, while I'm talking. So if you're going to be using pinatas, you will need some extender, either Chloro extender or Hedgehog Hollow extender, or any of those you'll want in there. I'm just reading 1 second. Liquid icing. I guess it's not Mary. I don't know. I had a moment. Apparently, I didn't like the rose gold highlighter today. It wasn't in mine. So, yeah, so we're going to talk about let me think. So we're going to talk about the different brands, how to work with the different brands, what all these different additives do, because there's holographic additives, there's white alcohol ink, there's pearl alcohol inks, there's neon alcohol inks, there's, I don't know, a gazillion different kinds of alcohol inks. So I'm going to go through all the different kinds that are out there. I'm going to talk about Ranger. I'm going to talk about pinatas. I'm going to talk briefly about marabous. So tomorrow will be more of a deep dive about the differences, the different additives, um, all those kinds of things. And then we'll start diving into techniques. And it's probably going to take me at least a week to get through everything on alcohol inks. So just be one. But I love alcohol inks. There's so much you can do with them. And every night we're going to build on it and build on it and build on it. And the two I will be using is pinatas and my Rangers. I don't have the neons. I have ordered them. I'm hoping they'll be here in time. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping they'll be here in time. That's all I can say. So, does anyone have anything else they want to me to? Oh, we'll talk about alcohol lift ink one night as well. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. But we will go through all of those things. Um, I'm going to just make myself a little note. All right. So we need a winner for tonight. I'm glad that you were going to like it. So Lola says she hasn't got any alcohol inks. So we'll go over that. Same for Melanie. So we'll have lots of fun things to chat about, and I'm sure you'll all learn different things about alcohol inks. I'm going to talk about thinning them, additives, surfaces, um, everything, all the things alcohol ink. And then we will also have an alcohol ink class coming up as well. No, Lola, it's going to go in the app. So let me get my random number generator. And our winner for tonight is Rochelle. So congratulations, Rochelle. I'm going to put you, I will do them tomorrow. I'll do a batch tomorrow because I have all the ones from today to do. So yes, we decided today, for those of you who weren't in the class today, that we need a community app. It's also going to have lots of alchemy recipes, tutorials, how-tos, all those kinds of things. Somehow we're going to figure this out. Maybe I'll get Dr. Blush onto it. We'll see. He's not a techie person though. I'm the techie one in the family, but we'll figure all those things out. So join me tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be talking about all the different kinds of alcohol ink, additives, all those things. So take notes because we'll be diving into all of that. And then throughout the week, we'll be building stuff and playing with stuff and all the things. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, Tuesday is a little bit different with Inktoberfest. We will actually be doing Lift Your Spirits. So if you bought the Inktoberfest box, I'm also going to send you the Lift Your Spirits Zoom information because we won't have a Zoom right here. We'll be over in the Lift Your Spirits room. So we'll be doing watercolor stamping. So we'll do like an intro to alcohol inks and then we'll pause for a night. And then I might even show you how to stamp with alcohol inks, maybe on Tuesday as well. So you can all remind me about that one because I'll forget by Tuesday. I have my Dory brain on right now. So don't forget to hit subscribe, ring the bell, thumbs up, all those kinds of things. And I will see you tomorrow for everything you need to know about alcohol ink. Good day.